first snap of the drive from the 25. Play action. Unloads to the wideout. What a grab with one hand.
Very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's Hammond. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wants to throw on third. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. To the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job on the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the back. That's caught. It's Hawkins. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make buzz on third and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the 10. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
The Cowboys are threatening on first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Run in the red zone, it's Hawkins. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll send the back in motion. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Get it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Makes the grab. It's Carter. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Finds the tight end down the gut. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went in game time.
Tight end now in motion. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Hammond. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside. It's Hawkins. Got enough for the first. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll give it to him again. 1-on-1 to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds.
for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's take a look at the USF Bulls taking on the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Bulls able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Looking to pass, it's Hammond. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Here's a little room there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half, and I promise you. Halftime, in the locker room, first drive. Guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down for this offense. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Johnson. Bounced off his feet. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Run inside. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And the Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Rides the option, he keeps it. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So on third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. The give, Quentin Joyner running right. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll run with Joyner. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
He put that one in harm's way, and it's wadded down.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
Not on room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done.
Why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. There's a crease. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including...
There he goes. Got enough for the first. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Fires toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got some room, it was over. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Gets it just across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's where the return is stopped. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Got a man. It's Barnes. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Zings it complete to the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the red zone, it's Hawkins. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Cowboys back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick spin on the run. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now...
And he charges across the line. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now on second down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from it.
They're going to leave it in the hands of their offense on fourth down from their own territory, holding the lead. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. They're in punt formation, but that's no guarantee they're actually going to punt it. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Wide receiver comes in motion. Picks up the first down. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his two-point conversion attempt. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowboys. To throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the 0 at the 37.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Into the end zone for 6.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Firing deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The Red Raiders surge back on top. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helped out this offense a few extra yards in field position. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's got it again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Cowboys will try to convert on 4th down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Right through his hands. Incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll go hurry up here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Good timing on the quick out. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
So important keeping those new downs coming, getting that first down. We don't need to panic right now. We got a long way to go. We still got plenty of time to accomplish it.
He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Flips it out on the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Really nothing else the quarterback could have done there. He wanted to throw the ball further downfield, obviously, to move the sticks, but the defense just took everything away. So he had to check it down, and the defense was able to rally, now setting up fourth.
Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. So just a lack of discipline, and on fourth down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Oh, he makes the catch. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Hammond. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd down, here's Quentin Joyner. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. And it's good! And they take the lead inside a minute to play.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT, or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Running inside, it's Hawkins. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Throws it deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? They've got to stay as deep as the deepest.